You're 19 years old and someone at a gas station offers you something they call bath salts. They say it's legal, sold right over the counter at sketchy convenience stores in bright little packets with names like Cloud9 and Ivory Wave. You've never heard of it. They tell you it's like cocaine, but better, cleaner, and you won't fail a drug test because technically it's not even a drug yet. You hand over $15. The packet is small, silver, labeled as plant food with a wink that says not for human consumption. You go back to your apartment and pour some onto your phone screen. The crystals are white, chunky, nothing remarkable. You crush them down and inhale a bump through a rolled bill. The drip is bitter, chemically wrong, like swallowing pool cleaner. Nothing happens for 5 minutes. Then everything happens at once. Your heart rate doubles, triples. You can feel each beat slamming against your ribs like it's trying to escape. Your vision sharpens to an unnatural clarity. Colors are brighter, sounds are louder. You feel awake in a way that goes beyond awake, like every nerve in your body just woke up screaming. You also feel invincible, not confident. Invincible. The difference matters. You're pacing your apartment, talking to yourself, grinding your teeth without realizing it. Your thoughts are moving faster than you can track them, jumping from idea to idea with no connection, no logic, just speed. You check your phone. It's been 40 minutes, but it feels like 4 hours. You take another bump because the first one was incredible, and more will obviously be better. It's not better. Your heart is racing so fast now that you're genuinely unsure if this is what a heart attack feels like. You're sweating through your shirt. Your hands are shaking. You look in the mirror, and your pupils are blown so wide there's almost no color left, just black. You look like someone else. You try to sit down, but sitting still feels impossible. Your body wants to move, needs to move, will not stop moving. You're clenching your jaw so hard your teeth hurt. The high that felt like power 10 minutes ago now feels like panic with nowhere to go. You tell yourself you'll never do this again. You believe it completely. The crash comes 6 hours later. You don't sleep. You can't. Your brain won't stop firing. When you finally come down, you feel hollow, scraped out, like someone reached inside and removed something essential. You spend the next day in bed, exhausted but unable to rest. 3 days later, you buy another packet. Level 2. The pattern. You tell yourself it's recreational. Weekends only. Special occasions. But bath salts don't work like other drugs. They don't produce a consistent high you can chase. Each time is different. Sometimes you feel godlike. Sometimes you feel like your skin is crawling with insects that aren't there. The unpredictability should make you stop. Instead, it makes you keep trying. Convinced the next time will be the good version again. You're using twice a week now. Your sleep schedule is destroyed. You're awake for 30-hour stretches, followed by crashes so deep you miss work. Your boss notices. You lie. You're good at lying now. The packet says not for human consumption, but you're consuming it constantly and the law hasn't caught up yet. You can still buy this legally while your body is secretly falling apart. Level 3. The psychosis. Month 4. You're in your apartment alone and you hear people talking outside your door. Whispering, planning something. You know they're talking about you. You can't make out the words, but you understand the intent. You check the peephole. Nobody's there. The whispering continues. You check again. Nothing. You spend 2 hours sitting against the door with a knife because the whispering won't stop and you're certain someone is coming in. This happens 3 more times that week. Shadow people in your peripheral vision. Voices from empty rooms. A crawling sensation under your skin that makes you scratch until you bleed. You know, somewhere deep down, that this isn't real. But knowing doesn't stop it. The paranoia is a separate operating system now, running in the background of everything. Level 4, the hospital. You take too much on a Tuesday. Your heart rate hits 190. You're convinced you're dying. You call an ambulance. The ER doctor asks what you took. You tell him bath salts. He nods like he's heard it before. They monitor you for 6 hours. Your heart eventually slows. They refer you to psychiatric services and substance treatment. You don't go. You buy another packet 2 days later. Not because you want to, because the crashed, hollow version of you that exists without it feels worse than the paranoid, heart-racing version that exists with it. The choice isn't between sober and high anymore. It's between 2 different kinds of unbearable. Level 5. The end. You're 20 years old and you're standing in a bathroom you don't recognize. There's blood on your hands from scratching. Your reflection looks 30. The packet in your pocket is almost empty. You've been awake for 52 hours. The shadow people aren't in your peripheral vision anymore. They're standing right in front of you, talking directly to you, and you're talking back. Your phone has 63 missed calls. Your family stopped trying to help after you stole from them. Your friends stopped being your friends when you accused them of conspiring against you. Your job fired you when you didn't show up for the fourth shift in a row. The convenience store still sells the packets, but the law is changing. States are banning them one by one. It doesn't matter. You'll find them somewhere. You take the last bump. Your heart does what it always does. Your thoughts do what they always do. The invincibility you felt that first night is gone. What's left is just the chemical, the crash, the hollow, the repeat. You're not choosing this anymore. The drug chose you a long time ago. You look at your phone. There's one number you haven't called yet. The treatment center the ER doctor mentioned. You stare at it for a long time. Your hands are shaking. Not from the drug this time, from something else. Something that feels like the last functional part of you trying to surface before it's too late. You make the call.